Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning. Okay, students, remember what we looked at in our last class? Yes, we actually shared our experiences going on a holiday. And what is that one place in Malaysia that we elaborated on? Cameron Highlands. Okay, so in our last class, we actually wrote a narrative essay on our experiences going on holiday to Cameron Highlands with our family. Okay. In today's class, we're actually going to do something similar to that. We're going to share our experiences, but instead of using a narrative essay, we are going to try to share our experiences using a blog post. Okay. So what is a blog post? Okay. Now I'm going to tell you what is it. Essentially, a blog post is where bloggers go to write their experiences. It's like a visual version of a narrative essay, but it is more fun. Okay. So, now before we look at how to write a blog post, I'm going to tell you on what is a blog. Okay, so I have it here. Okay, and then a simple explanation on what is a blog. The first thing is that a blog is an online diary or journal located on a website. So as I said just now, okay, it's not something physical like in a book. No, it's something virtual on the World Wide Web. Okay, next, its content typically includes text, pictures, videos, GIFs, etc. Okay, because it is a virtual diary, okay, you can afford to have something else besides text. Okay, you can put in pictures that you have taken during the holiday or during a movie, whatever pictures you want to put in for your blog. Okay, or you could put in videos that you've recorded, or you could put in GIFs that you think suits your blog. Okay, next is it can be a blog post. It can be personal, exclusive, or public. What it means by personal is that it's just for you, because it's an online diary, right? So the diary is for you. Or it could be exclusive in a sense that maybe your close friends can only look at your blog, or maybe your family members can only look at your blog and no one else can. Or it could be public is for everyone. It means whatever you're writing in your blog can be seen by everyone around the world. So, this is essentially what a blog is. Okay. So, can you guess what we're going to do for today's class? Correct. We're actually going to try to make our own blog post. But, before you actually attempt on making your own blog post, I'm going to teach you on what we have to actually have in our blog post. Okay, so here are some of the essentials to actually have in a blog post. Okay. Essentials to actually have in a blog post. Okay, it's like its format. Okay, so now how to write a blog post. First of all, you have to have a topic. Okay, what is the blog post going to be about? First things first, before we actually try to attempt to write a blog post, we have to know what is the topic of our post. You have to first decide on the thing you want to tell your readers in this post. So what is this specific experience that you want to tell your readers? There are many kinds of topics that you can choose from based on your experience. Okay, one of it could be food. What kind of food you have already tried and experienced eating those food, or for instance what we've covered in our last class on traveling to Cameron Highlands. So you can tell them on your experience going to Cameron Highlands, or another topic, a topic such as cosmetics. You've tried this product for 1 week. How does it look like? So the topic of the blog post would be on that product. Or you could talk about a movie you've watched the other day. So the topic is going to be on that movie. Okay, so this specific topic could be the title of your blog post. So it could be like, okay, my teacher Aisha, right? So it's like teacher Aisha's post, review on Frozen 2. So it could be like that. So that is the first step. Okay, have a topic. Now let's move on to the second step. Okay, so the second most important thing is the content. Okay, so now that you've already established what the topic is going to be about, we can actually move on to the content of your blog post. So what do you want to say or tell? Okay, for instance, let's say our topic of the blog post is on food. Okay, so now we're going to share your experience regarding that food. Okay, let's say it's on the canteen's nasi lemak. Okay, so what is your experience eating nasi lemak? Is it good? Is it bad? Was the makcik canteen good to you? Was the service good? So all these things actually falls under your experience. So tell us, share us your experience. Is it good? Is it bad? Everything. You could be honest. Usually if you want to share your experience, if you want to make reviews, people would say they are honest. So be honest and share. If it's bad, say it's bad. If it's good, then say it's good. So this applies to all of the topics that you choose. For instance, on movies, places you've been to, tell us. So that one of the reasons why people actually share their experience on food or vacation or movies is to is so that other people have an insight on whether it is a good idea or not to actually do something. So it is good if you are honest. So now that we have looked at the second step, which is the content, we can move on to the third, which is be creative. Okay, since this is a virtual journal, okay, we can afford to add some sprinkle of creativeness that we want. Okay. You can put in some pictures, like I told you just now. You can put in some pictures, GIFs, videos, anything to make your blog post look more interesting. Okay, and you could actually change the font. It doesn't have to be in Times New Roman, everything. You could make the title, for instance, look at the paper that I'm showing you right now. Okay, you can actually highlight the title, make it colorful, make it big to attract people to actually read your blog post. Okay, and then the content of the blog post could be in another font. You don't need to follow the same font, the same style, other colors, anything you want. Okay, and then you could actually play with colors. It doesn't always have to be black and white. It's not that formal. Since it's a blog post, you're sharing your experience, it can be informal. So add in some colors, spice it up, make it interesting, be creative, and people will read your blog post. Okay. So we have now we've covered the 3 steps on how to write a blog post. Okay. So students, for today's writing task, okay, we are gonna try to make our own blog post. Okay, in groups, yeah, in groups. Okay, so now divide yourselves into groups. Okay, four. Okay, good. Now everyone is in their own groups. Okay, Ahmad, could you please take this handout? Okay, pass it to the whole class. Okay, everyone will get a piece of a handout, yeah. Okay. Please take a look at the handouts after you've gotten them. Thank you. Okay. So, in the handout, you can see that at the first page, you have a template. Okay. The lines, A4 paper has lines. Okay. That lines, okay, that is actually the template of your blog post. Okay. Now, if you flipped on to the next page, you can see some pictures there. Okay. Now, here's the instruction here. 1 second. Wait first. Okay, in your groups. Okay. It is currently Cuti Malaysia. To promote Malaysians and tourists from around the world to come to Malaysia, you decide to make a blog post. By working in your groups, please come up with this blog post. Okay. Now, in the groups here, create one blog post to promote Cuti Malaysia. in this blog post, you have to have two things. First is you have to include one place to visit in Malaysia. This should be one paragraph. Second is to include one dish to try in Malaysia. This should be in another separate paragraph. Okay, so you can use the template that I've given you. Okay, and the pictures behind are actually some pictures on places that you can go to Malaysia, and some local cuisines that we have here in Malaysia. So you can cut and paste and choose which place you want to go to, or which food pictures you want to use. But it's not necessarily that you have to use that, yeah. It's just an option that I've provided you to add into your blog post. Okay, students, even though this is a group work, I need you all to write your group's blog post in your respective handouts, yeah. This is for your future reference. Okay, so make sure that you do discuss with your group members, so that everyone in the group has the same place and food. Okay, and then after you discuss, okay, everyone has to write in their own papers what the group decided on. Okay, and then after I think around maybe 5-8 minutes, okay, after everyone is done, okay, I'll give you 5 to 8 minutes. I'll give you 5 to 8 minutes to create this blog post in your groups. Okay, now after everyone is done, we'll do a discussion session, yeah. Okay, so your time starts now. Okay, now that everybody's done, can I please have group 2 to present the blog post? Okay, group 2, yes, group 2. What is your blog post about? Oh, it's about visiting Taiping, Perak. Wow, very interesting. Okay, so where do we get to visit in Taiping, Perak? What is that one place? Taman Tasik Taiping. Oh, that's a very nice place with all the rainforest there, right? Wow. Okay. Please continue your presentation about Taman Tasik. Okay. Okay, very good. Okay, what is the one food that you recommend that we try in Malaysia? You think we should try cendol? Wah, who here doesn't like cendol? Everyone here likes cendol, right? Yes, it's a very good cuisine that you choose. Okay, very good, group 2. How about group 3? Yes, thank you. Group 3, please come to the front. Okay, thank you, group 2. Okay, group 3. What is the one place that you choose to include in your blog post? Oh, it's about Gua Tempurung in Ipoh. Okay, students. Today sekejap. Okay, students. So today we have covered on
how to write a blog post.
Okay, very good. Okay, the few things we must pay attention to when making a blog post are:
Number 1, have a topic. Number 2, the content. Number 3, be creative.
Very good. Okay, so today we have learned on how to write blog posts, right? Okay, so there are actually many kinds of ways of platforms that people can use to share their opinions or experiences. And in today's class, we actually looked at one of them, which is actually a blog post. Okay. Now, in your free time, students, you can actually try to make your own blog post at your own free time. But please be careful, because the internet is a very scary place. Okay. That's all for today. Thank you, class.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, thank you.